Hi Nikita. What's the one thing that the Global Health Council could do better online?
I'd really love if they could have online training in different public health topics. I think that would be very useful to students and all those interested in public health. In particular, I'm with the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, and we're always looking for new opportunities for trainings for our students. So that would be really good for us.
Thank you.
What I think that the Global Health Council needs to do after this conference is to put up a Global Health Wiki that we could all participate in. It's going to take some involvement to get it started, keep it going, but we can keep this conversation going, not just wait until next year.
One thing that the Global Health Council could do to improve the quality of their website for students specifically is to have a separate section for students, because when you go onto the homepage, the information, while there's a wealth of it, it's actually quite cumbersome and intimidating for students who may not be that involved in public health but actually want to get more involved in it. So if they could maybe reduce the information for students and kind of more generalize it, I think that's something they could do to increase the contingency and membership for students.
Well, frankly, Suzanne, I've been really impressed with what the Global Health Council has done online this year with the interactive scheduling tool, facilitating social media, also the expanded promotion of using other social media such as Twitter and Facebook and other applications to really help build virtual community around global health and to build that community. I'm also seeing a number of other initiatives that are coming on board, such as the mHealth Alliance's Hub Health Unbound program, the ones that already exist, like the IBP Best Practices Forum. I think Global Health Council could get involved rather than doing something new and separate, but to help pull together and go, hey, having many different hubs, as it were, is going to be less useful than having one unified hub or a meta community of virtual and online communities. So they can really partner with other hub builders, other online community builders, to really help unify and partner as the brand for global health. And really a unifying flag under which community already exists, to really partner with them to pull together that meta community. So rather than us having to pick and choose among a wide variety of disparate online resources, really have a one place to go that is the Global Health Council, to find each other, to connect, and to be well connected and meet our needs appropriately.
How do you think that would be done?
Well, lots of telephone conversations, having meetings. First of all, you're going to need to start out by going to these initiatives and having conversations. But they're leaders. I mean, they're social media leaders too, obviously. So they're going to understand the value of connecting. They're going to understand the value of having a leveraged brand and a meta-community approach. So it makes sense to me. Just start by going and learning what others are doing. Have a very big ears, small mouth approach. Then find out where the gaps are. Everyone's going to want to have the Global Health Council brand. Everyone's going to want to take advantage of that. But I think having a strong strategic approach, which I'm sure that Forum 1 can bring to the Global Health Council, will help clearly be able to identify what's being done, where the gaps are, and how to bring it all together into something that's very coherent and frankly customer focused. Not about owning anything. I think the more we keep it open, you know me, always coming from the open source perspective, try not to own anything, try to serve as much as possible. And I think that's really going to bring this right solution and really meet the needs, and it's going to be something people can help with.
That's nice. Okay.
I'm a medical student, and I haven't really used the website really as a tool at all at this point, but the one thing that could be helpful is if I knew that there was a list of either locations or programs that existed worldwide where I could do rotations in my 3rd and 4th year. That could be really helpful, or just lists of contacts. And I also think for first-year students that have a longer 10-week summer break, if there were lists of programs that were already reputable that GHC had kind of put their stamp of approval on, that could be helpful for other medical students and perhaps public health students as well.
Thinking of, like in our kind of business, often we would like to know if there are like opportunities like for calling for proposals, either from US government or DFID, like you do often for, I think, for job opportunities for individuals, but I'm trying to look out for specific proposals or calls for bids or stuff like that. For me, probably that would be the other piece I would think about.
And where are you based? What country are you in?
I'm based out of Uganda.
Uganda, okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
But my colleague is from the US.
Okay.
Hi, so my name is Amy Joyce. I work in the NYU Master's Program of Global Public Health. And I think the website this FlipShare actually is quite useful, just in terms of the conference and being able to track everything online and the new system that you have. As I say, I don't know the website very, very well, but I would like to use it largely for keeping in touch with people who attend the conference. I do a lot of networking for the master's program and connecting people with student organizations. So I would say that that is the most useful sort of way I can see that the website being used. So I don't know whether that already exists or whether that might be something, GHC could put more energy into.
My name is Frank Minato. I am the Director for Policy Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Ghana Health Service, that is in Ghana. I've been attending this Global Health Council meeting for the past 5-6 years, and I find the meetings very useful in sharing of experiences. And I like the website. I go to the website to really search on new researches that are going out there and what are new things that we can all share within countries. So for me, these have been a very useful sessions that I've attended. But as I said, in our countries, internet penetration is so low. So if you can find alternative means of communicating to my colleagues out there, we now have mobile phones, which is really on the ascendancy, and simple text, getting their emails and sending them simple messages on the mobile phone. So we do.
Great.
Thank you.
I'd be very pleased if the Global Health Council website would have better access to the member organizations in terms of who they are, what their expertise is, and the points of contact in those organizations to allow us to network within the groups that comprise the GHC.
Hi, yes. Global Health Council. Well, one of the things I do often on websites is look for summary synthesis of research and evaluation work. And it would be wonderful if that type of synthesis material would be available online, and if gray literature and downloadable literature could be searched and accessed through the website.
I think that Global Health Council can do to maximize and appreciate the conference would be to do like a youth pre-conference that would encourage people like me who are young and who want to be part of public health but have difficulty orienting like what specific area they want to go to have a youth pre-conference so that we can get to meet other young people that are interested and better orientation. So when the actual conference starts, like a youth pre-conference, right? When the actual conference starts, then you can see familiar faces, you link up and you network on which conferences you have in common with other people, and it makes it much easier.
So would it be an online pre-conference, you're thinking? We're thinking online.
Yeah, definitely. So that you can, like previous conferences, what they do is that they link us up a group of young people, and you start having conversations, you share emails before the conference, long before. So you already know who to be expecting, who to meet up with, where to meet up, what hotels you'll be staying at. So that makes it much easier in terms of logistics for the conference.
So some kind of community for youth. I mean, I guess it could be like...
Exactly. Yeah, because these kinds of conferences usually call on a particular type of medical audience, and people fail to realize that health isn't only about doctors or nurses, it's about the community at large, and there are lots of young people that are in different areas of health, like sexual and reproductive health, that may not have like all of the expertise but want to know more about it. So these kinds of pre-conferences would be excellent to orient us in different areas that are our specialty.
Okay. Do you think you would use an online kind of community throughout the year even?
Definitely. Well, I mean, the best connections and networks usually come up on the international level. And for example, I'm not from here, but I want to keep, communication with other people before or after the conference. So definitely, I would use the online.
Where are you from?
I'm from.
I have done many global health councils, and I think if you guys would be able to do more sessions that are available online for people who cannot come physically be here. I mean, the featured sessions that can be available online. International AIDS Conference is doing that a lot recently.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.